and then I'm going to take some notes here. So put away your phones and just give all of your attention to Tanya. And everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, good morning, everybody. This is my first lecture for English class. In temporary marine, we use M and I vacancy ready to jump lean story for the connect in temporary of marine. Compare contrast the message about teamwork and two different stories. Make connect between story and your life. Explore with tutorial to keep our idea and write. Employ a gram experience and produced by edit and receive my essay. One idea I learn more about in this was I learn about different types of communication in temporal of marine and temporal manner. This means that communication is powerful because it can be used for bad or good to affect the relation. And so when you say in second another person, maybe don't feel your relation or break. I learned more about this impacted me because it helped me write my essay about communication in both stories. Evidence. My evidence for this nebulous impact is about the different communication in temporary of marine and temporal marine because they both have different relations. One idea I learned about in this was I learned how to use M and I question. This means that use expressions to solve well in the information come forth in the story. I learned more about this impact means because helped me use very evidence for my essay. My evidence in my essay very show in my use MLA citation. One skill that I learned about in this routine was compare and contrast measuring about teamwork in two different stories. This means that comparing is finding the same thing in two different stories will contrast is finding the difference between those two stories. I learned more about this impact me because it helped me to have very understand about my essay and about the two stories. It helped to write better and to have more detail about the similar and different in the story. One skill I learned more about in this routine was make connection between story and world building. This means that I can use the communication in the story because I mean I connect to my life. I learned more about this impact me because we have communication problem in our life and can compare and contrast the story to make connection. In both stories, we see that they have communication problem and I have problem with communication in my life. One idea I learned more about in this routine was speaking with tutor to take our idea and write. That means I learned new stories about how to write my essay and working with others. I learned more about this impact me because I learned how to write my essay and talking with tutor helped me write and very easy. When they come to help use write or yes, when I learn how to use that story and idea for that tutor. One idea I learned more about in these tools was important grammar, shaping, and punctuation, and editing, and receive or essay. This means I learned new words and had a good ground for my essay and reading my essay to check for mistakes. I learned more about this impact me because I learned how to design my yes to make sure there are no mistakes. I used the skin you receive and check my essays. I learned about interpretive mind. In English class, taught me new novel, seek and English neighboring practice, which have really impact me notice. In English class, I free reading both story was very difficult, but when I work my essay, I understand both stories. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you for supporting Tanya. So now we can ask some questions, and you can ask your own question about what she said, or you can also look on the pink paper. I will have the paper. She was talking about the interpreter of melodies, the bottom part of the paper. I have more of the pink paper I can give to you if you want to look at some of the questions that we might want to ask to learn more. Let me see.
What's the most challenge for you, Tanya?
What?
The most challenge? Yeah.
Aha, that's a good question. So Yaya had a question. Did you understand the question?
¿Sí entendés la pregunta? ¿Por qué es importante esto para ti? ¿Qué fue lo más importante?
Most challenging, the most difficult, right?
For me, this for my child is for this presentation, I write my English and Dutch.
Thank you. Okay.
Let's have some more questions, please.
Why is communication important? Or why did you choose the theme of communication and interpreter of melodies?
Communication is important because you alert the other person what happened this person or why this person is free and
Can you add also, like, what kind of communication problems did they have in the stories?
In Temple of Mary story, Miss Capacity, they had communication. In the other story, Miss Shoba and Sukamari, they don't have communication.
And why did they have the problems? For communication, yeah, for both.
But for the first story, because Miss Capacity came the other person for a translator, and the other story for showing and Miss Sukamori, they don't have communication because when Sukamari, they know how that feed show up because they lose the baby.
Thank you.
Why is it important to use evidence when you explain the theme of a story? Do you remember what is a theme of a story? Theme?
Huh?
Do you remember a theme? You could go. So, do you remember a theme or no? No. Okay, we can go to a different question. One thing you talked about MLA, like citation, to use the quotation to show where the information comes from. So, can you explain like how do we do it? Do you remember?
Oh, for the essay, I use my essay for about the story, the whole story they're showing.
And so yeah, when you take a part of the story and you put it in your essay, then what do you do to show it's not your words, it's the words from the story? How do you show?
For the parenthesis, that use for the parent name, the book, the number for.
So in the parentheses. Good, yeah, in the parentheses you put the name of the book, where the information came from. And then what are the other things we need? So we have parentheses and we need something else to show that it's not your words, but it's the words from the story. What is the thing? Do you remember, or do you remember in Spanish or in English? Like what does it look like to show? Remember before and then after the words, we have to put a little something. Do you remember what we do before the words and after the words to show it's someone else's words, not your words? Can you explain in English or in Spanish, like, or you can make a drawing, like?
That this one.
Okay. Yeah, that's what they say. Can you show us? Where's the pen? Where's the pen? Okay, here. So yeah, in Spanish we say comidas, and in English, what do we say in English?
Come.
Well, different. Can you show like how?
Short attention.
Yeah. Can you show like? If I write this word, hello, if it's not your word, it's my word. How do you show? Can you make a drawing? How do you show? To show it's not my word. It's not your word. It's from someone else's word. Can you like draw the? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, with a little help. And why is paraphrasing useful? Why do we paraphrase? Paraphrase? Why do we do it? It's different. Yeah, it's different from that word.
Paraphrase?
It's similar to summarize. You know summary or summarize? Like resumen? Right? So summary is like resumen. So why do we summarize? Why is it good to do in your essay, for example? Like in your essay, like you summarize, you paraphrase the essay and resumen, right? Of one part of the story. So why do you do it? Why do you do it in your essay?
For a letter for my English class. For most important.
To show the most important information, to show the most important part. Yeah, okay, great. And in other classes also, right? In history class and chemistry. Okay. More questions? I'm not finished. One more. Last one. Okay. Last one. Okay. You said that the tutors helped you. Can you remember like anything specific that they helped you to understand or to change in your writing? Do you remember something specific?
The teacher helped me for read the story, understand what happened about the story, and write the sentence, this correct or not correct, this word.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. So please, if you take a minute to write down some notes for yourself. You're finished, and then we're going to write down some notes for you also. So you can write. Do you have a pencil?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Do we have extra pencil? Oh, I have a pen. Here we go. Here, I'll give you this pencil, and I'll take the pen. Okay. So everyone else, if you can write down, please, a few